Welcome to Baseball University of the Blue Ridges, West North Carolina Scout and Streaming Series presented by CamWood Bats. We're live from Denver, North Carolina this evening on the campus of East Lincoln High School for a Western Foothills 3A conference matchup between the Red Tornadoes of Hickory High School and the Mustangs of East Lincoln High School.
Yeah, welcome to the Corral.
Yeah.
So
check this place out.
It's beautiful. Definitely one of the prettiest fields we've been to. We were just talking about how well manicured it was for not having any turf as well. Interesting coaching background today. Between these two, 59 years of high school coaching experience. So we'll get into that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Between David Kraft and Chris Mathiel. Long drive.
Wasn't bad, though. Came up down 74 up through Cherville, North Carolina.
Saw that beautiful
and
stadium there.
I didn't realize how close we are to Lake Norman right now. We're like on the cusp of it. Probably stone's throw away.
It's a good day for baseball, too. It's the first game I think we've had where it's like, man, spring weather, sun's out. I'd say high 60s maybe right now.
It feels great here, that is for sure.
You know, it's been a long week. Even though we took a break in the middle there. On Monday, we saw where were we Monday?
Oh, Birds at Crest.
That's right.
That was a while ago.
I know, it feels like forever ago. It was a cold night.
We were sick. Now we're better. Yeah. We've rested up.
I was going to say, we tried to catch up on some highlight posts this week, so we've been dropping a lot of the highlights from the first couple weeks. So, again, players, as we tag you on that stuff on X, please know it's a tool. We're trying to figure out how to give you some free tools to work with. So,
well, we want to thank our broadcast sponsor today, CamWood Bats. CamWood Bats located in Western North Carolina in Haywood County, who's serving baseball and softball players across the nation with game bats, trainers, tees, tutorials, and more available for purchase at www.camwoodbats.com. As a part of our partnership with CamWood, make sure to use the coupon code. It's on your screen, BBUWNC, for a 10% discount on all purchases through their website. Big thank you to CamWood Bats for being our broadcast sponsor. We're going to head into the Meineke pregame show. Meineke is the pregame and postgame sponsor for Baseball University of the Blue Ridges, West North Carolina Scout and Streaming Series. With numerous locations in the Western North Carolina region, there's no better spot to get your vehicle seen and serviced. Whether it's an oil change, brakes, mufflers, tires, wheels, AC, you name it. Meineke is doing car care right in Western North Carolina.
Yeah, and part of the pregame show here, we just want to break down the, both coaching staffs and just the year they've been having, and also still fresh into 25, so a quick review on 24. So for your visiting Hickory Red Tornadoes, which hopefully isn't any foreshadowing for the weather heading our way over the next couple of days. I know we got some threats of tornadoes moving across the country, so we'll hopefully just have the metaphorical destruction of a tornado from a good game from Coach Kraft's squad, right? So Coach Kraft came to Hickory. His first year coaching was 1991. So, I mean, we're talking 34 years. That's a long time. And I know Coach Hunter found a lot of notes on Coach Kraft in his pregame research.
Found a little bit of information back from 2015. David Kraft, veteran coach and AD at Hickory High School, a graduate of Hickory and Wingate. He's been at the school since '89, became the head coach 2 years after that, served under his father while coaching at Hickory High School. Social studies teacher there, earned his 400th career victory in the spring of 2014. So, got to do the math since then, but that's another 10 years worth of victories.
I got 500 by now.
Definitely has to be at 500. Probably close to 550. I have to do some math there. But, yeah, he went to Hickory, played at Hickory. Now he's coaching at Hickory. A true Red Tornado by heart.
I mean, it's a staple of the community. It's something we've really admired about some of these foothill communities as we came down the mountain, is just how established and respected the coaching staffs are. On the other side here, the home team, Mustangs, Chris Mathiel, it's his 20th year at East Lincoln. Started his, he graduated high school in Northern Virginia. That's actually where he had his first 5 years of high school coaching. After playing high school ball in Northern Virginia, he played at Potomac State, which is a solid Region 20 junior college in West Virginia. And then he finished up at Concord Division II baseball, For some of y'all kids down here, we're only about 2 hours away from Concord, and they're very strong. Looking at 24 records, Hickory was 8-13, 6-8 in conference, while East Lincoln was 17-8, 9-5 in conference. They're both young teams, bring a lot of players back. So you saw in the coaches poll early on, who was favorited out of
North Lincoln was picked by these two coaches here among the other ones in the Western Foothills 3A preseason coaches poll. East Lincoln picked to finish second, while Hickory picked to finish third. Hickory finishing fifth last year, while East Lincoln finishing fourth, a tie matchup. We'll get more into their history, but the first game last year, they split up how they did the scheduling, so they went randomized all the way through, and so they faced off in late March of last season, with East Lincoln getting the home W 15-1. However, going into the late April game between the two squads, Hickory pulled off a 12-2 win over East Lincoln, one of their final 3-game win streak to end the 2024 season after starting kind of shaky for the Red Tornadoes.
It's kind of how it started out this year too. On Tuesday, Hickory lost at home 13-0, 12-0.
Where did I
know? I think it was
13-2.
13-2. Okay,
yeah, I got a few runs out of
that. So I know that they're hoping to have a much stronger showing today. I think they got their ace Maddox McCree on the bump. He's the NC State grad. Talking to Coach Mateel earlier in the week, he felt they had a great start to their season in 24. It's just they kept hitting walls, and things just didn't seem to go their way, and a lot of tough losses, the kind of losses where you can just kind of tip your hat to the other team afterwards. So even though they had a lot of talent, they just that was kind of the theme last year, even in that solid record, just close losses, and it showed in their first round exit to Oak Grove where they lost 3-1. They lost Trey Spays. He's at Western Carolina now. He was a stud, and he's still a stud. He's getting great playing time as a freshman for the Catamounts. But mostly got a lot of their young players back. A few guys to highlight in the East Lincoln lineup. They got 4 college grads that are in this game. Evan Mateel, who's heading to Francis Marion. Matthew Funtek, who's a Wake Tech signee. Barrett Irwin, the UNC Pembroke sign. And then Ty Davis, who's the starting pitcher tonight for East Lincoln, is heading to High Point. So 2 D1 commits on the mound this evening. Off to a 5-1 record, 1-0 in conference, very much a similar start as last year. Coach said that this Western Foothills Athletic Conference is just absolutely loaded with talent. And, outside of Statesville, who's been struggling, every single team is going to put up a good fight. Hickory, St. Stephen's, North Lincoln, East Lincoln are probably the teams that are going to get the most respect. But you got to tip your hat to the North Iredales, West Iredales, and even Ford. Ford won the conference last year, I believe, but they're down this year after losing a lot of seniors.
Yeah,
they're
losing a lot
currently
there.
0-6.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that they're not going to give them a ride when they play, but this is just one of those conferences where you can't really take a night off. I know that Coach has scheduled a bunch of solid out-of-conference games as well. Kings Mountain, North Gaston, Bandy's, Cherryville, West Lincoln, East Rutherford, to name a few. All well coached. But I think as we head into let's see here, where are we at in our notes? I think as we head into the lineups here in just a minute, just a quick shout out to the Where Are They Nows. Talking to Coach Kraft before the game, he's currently got 5 alumni playing college ball. He's got Matthew Lefevers at Radford, Isaiah McDowell at CVCC, Henry Stewart at Lenore Ryan, Boone Herman at UNC G, that's Greensboro, and then Will Banks, who's at Davidson. So definitely been putting some talent out.
In the article where I found a lot of this information on Coach, he's sent guys to UNC, Lenore Ryan, Wingate, Emory and Henry, Mars Hill. I guess he was the assistant football coach. A kid named Austin Johnson played for the Saints. So a lot of guys listed on here who played under Coach.
Yep, and he's also coached a few guys that have gone on to be coaches. That's something we always admire. A former player of his, Kyle Osteen, is now the head coach at Northview Middle School. And then also Zach Jarrett, former Orioles farmhand. He is now one of the assistant coaches at Gaston College, which is one of the, probably the biggest powerhouse JUCOs in the Southeast. For East Lincoln, we had mentioned Trey Spays. Again, he's heading off he's at Western Carolina right now. East Lincoln, a couple alumni, Graham Smiley and Jordan Fisher are at App State. Garrett Michelle is at Virginia Tech. Nate Borchard is at King College. Landon Burns is currently at Cleveland, and Carson Dale at Belmont Abbey. So both these teams just pumping out talent into the collegiate system. We talked a little bit about the power rankings in the broadcast this week. It's been shaken up again. A lot of interesting conference matchups this week. For example, Stuart Kramer squeezed out 2 wins over North Gaston this week, I think by 1 run apiece. So some of these names are definitely going to be shuffled in our top 10, our Foothills 10, our Mountain 10.
Oh, yeah.
What do we got for sponsors tonight?
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about our pregame or our travel, home, and away sponsors. Let me get this pulled right up real quick. Let's go ahead and thank our travel sponsor, Ion Outdoors, helping Baseball University with the travel expenses we encounter through the spring, including gas, food, in some cases lodging. Spring is right around the corner, and now is the time to make your dreams of a pool or a new outdoor living space a reality. Get ready for summer with Ion Outdoors, serving the greater Charlotte area. Ion Outdoors specializes in pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, and all things outdoor living. Visit our website. Spas.
They've said that's a big key word for them. Sorry.
Visit our website at ionoutdoors.com to learn more. Mention this ad, receive $500 off any project. ionoutdoors.com. Yeah, go get you a spa, guys. An in-home spa would be awesome.
Yeah, sorry. I got an email from the other day that said, push the spas.
Push the spas, guys. Go get a spa from Ion Outdoors. Thank you to our home team sponsor, Weicker Realtors
and away team.
Metro. Sean Yamber over there, sponsoring the time that Baseball University puts towards marketing this game to coaches pregame and editing, posting highlights for the East Lincoln Mustang prospects with recruiting and scouting content on social media for the coaches postgame. Also, our away team sponsor, sponsoring the time that we put towards marketing this game for the Hickory Red Tornado prospects with scouting content on social media and contacting the coaches pre and post game. A little bit about Weicker Realtors Team Metro. If you're looking to buy or sell a residential home, commercial property, or land, give Sean Yamber a call. Sean Yamber at Weicker Realtors Team Metro serves the Unifor and surrounding counties of the Catawba Valley. As an accredited buyer's representative, relocation specialist, and short sale foreclosure resource, he helps his clients do all kinds of transactions. In 2024, Sean was a multi-million-dollar producing agent that brokered many deals with his clients. Sean works with lenders that can help clients qualify for that dream home and make the real estate deal easy. Stay local, buy local, invest local. Sean Yamber is your trusted local real estate expert.
These last 2 days, if you've been checking out our account on X, you can see what that home and away team sponsor goes towards. We've been going back through and not just posting highlights, but putting scouting content to it, making sure that it's tagged to the college coaches that makes sense for the players involved, whether they're committed or if it needs to be sent to certain target schools. So, again, we appreciate our home team and away team sponsors. Well, let's go through the lineups real quick before we go into our keys to the game. We'll start with our away team, Red Tornadoes. I like that name. It's specific, Red Tornadoes.
You ever seen a red tornado?
I was going to say, is that dust storm? Is that why are we calling it a red tornado?
Well, while you figure out the lineup, I'll do some research.
All right. So, batting first for the for your I almost said red tomatoes. Red Tornadoes. Number 14, Ellis Chappell will be leading off in center field. Batting second is going to be J.B. Young playing second base. Batting in the 3 spot, Wyatt Everman will be playing shortstop, smooth swinging lefty there too.
Sportsmanship is one of those.
Number 8, Tayshawn Scott, the Caldwell Community College
Please let your good sportsmanship
commit
show
will be playing third base.
Pitching
Pitching tonight, number 9, Maddox McCree. He's the big NC State commit. We're excited to see him. That'll be followed by Darrow Holder. We'll be doing the catching. Then the DH, Maddox Bumgarner, followed by number 10, Addison Turner, playing first base. And in the 9 hole, playing right field, will be number 12, Dorian medley.
Also, please note that East Lincoln High School is a tobacco-free campus.
Kind of competing with the PA announcer, so bear with me. For your East Lincoln Mustangs, batting first, wearing number 1 is going to be Matthew Funtek playing third base, followed by Brandon Brotherton playing left field. Brandon Washington in the 3-hole playing first base, followed by Evan Mateel, the Francis Marion commit. He'll be in center field. Dylan Scott will be following him in the 5-hole doing the catching. Then number 13, Brody Hager in right field. The DH, Miles Welch, number 14. In the 8-hole will be Adam Tompkins playing second base, and your 9 spot is Riker Wenzel. He'll be playing shortstop. The pitcher tonight, Ty Davis, he's the High Point commit. So like we said, between Davis and McCree, we got a D1 commit showdown. Now for our Meineke keys to the game, talked to both coaches beforehand, tried to get an idea of just, where their heads are at. So the first key is have a short memory. Hickory's coming off of a tough 13-2 loss. It's a tough way to open up conference, but they got to come in ready to compete. They got their best guy on the bump. So on the other side, East Lincoln can't come off of that 10-run win and feel like this is going to be a cakewalk either. So short memory for both for different reasons. Secondly, big key of the game, play your best for your best arm. You got 2 D1 commits on the mound. Let these guys get in the groove, make all the simple plays behind them, and maybe a couple tough ones just to keep the momentum playing, because if both these pitchers are on and the defense is clean, the pace of this game is going to roll. And then lastly, a big key of the game, this one specifically for East Lincoln, but clear that next wall. Coach specifically put together a tough out-of-conference schedule. They started very much like they did last year. They need to get over that hurdle as they get into the conference games. And same thing for Hickory. Like they're predicted to be third place. They had a tough season last year. This is a chance for them to even up that conference record. So it's the first big hurdle that both these teams have to get over this season. So again, those are our keys to the game, the Meineke Fleet keys to the game. What makes Meineke the smart choice for your fleet? Solutions to meet the needs of any fleet, including fleet leasing, self-managed, rental agencies. Meineke is proud to sponsor the Meineke Fleet keys to the game. Well,
I thought I had something, but it was about another school, so I don't know. I'm trying to find.
Oh, still looking for Red Tornadoes.
I know the name. His name is Tommy the Tornado.
Is that their mascot?
Yeah, but I'm trying to see if old school logos right here look pretty cool. I like the old outdated ones compared to the new ones we got.
The evolution of the tornado.
Yeah.
I mean, I like both color schemes of these teams too.
Red Tornado.
Maroon and yellow.
We saw a red moon last night.
Oh, yeah. I woke up accidentally, just randomly about 3 a.m. Got up, saw the blood. It's called the blood red, the blood
red
worm moon or something. It's like the blood
I call
red
it like
worm.
the demon red blood moon for the leprechaun because it's St. Patrick's Day. I actually took some photos I uploaded here, so let's show y'all.
Oh,
you
yeah?
See that, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Nice little...
this is your nature spot of the...
nature spot of the game. It's like that CBS Nature's Moment. But, yeah, you can see
David
photography. Photography
Wild
from
America with Marty.
There's another photo
what's his
of
name?
it. Yeah, it was nice in Zirconia. I mean, I saw the lunar eclipse back in 2021 down in Athens on top of a very cold parking deck, taking photos of it with a couple of my friends. So looked the same then as it does now. Seen a few solar eclipses, so pretty.
Man, it's good weather today. Loving the weather. This is really nice right now. Very comfortable. Hunter. We had a chance to be up in the press box, but Hunter talked us into coming down here to be amongst the crowd on a nice day.
East Lincoln.
Good evening and welcome to East Lincoln High School and the Corral, home of Mustang baseball.
I think we'll let the PA announcer take this, so you can listen to him, and then we'll be back when the lineups are done.
Conference matchup. The Red Tornadoes coming to tonight's game with a 4-2 overall record and 0-1 in conference play, while your Mustangs start the evening with a 5-1 overall record and 1-0 in conference play. Let's get started off by introducing the starting lineups tonight for the Red Tornadoes. Leading off and playing center field, number 14, Ellis Chappelle. Batting second, playing second base, number 6, J.B. Young. Batting third and playing short, number 5, Wyatt Everman. Batting cleanup and playing third base, number 8, Tayshawn Scott. Batting fifth and on the mound, number 9, Maddox McCree. Batting sixth and doing the catching tonight, number 4, Darrow Holder. Batting seventh and DHing, number 2, Maddox Bumgarner. He is batting for the left fielder, number 7, Hunter Fisher. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 10, Addison Turner. And batting ninth and playing right field, number 12, Dorian Medley. The Tornadoes are coached by David Kraft, assisted by Andrew Wyatt and Joshua Wyatt. Now your starters tonight for the homestanding Mustangs, leading off and playing third base, number 1, Matthew Buntek. Batting second, playing left field, number 9, Braden Brotherton. Batting third and playing first base, number 4, Brandon Washington. Batting cleanup and playing center field, number 16, Evan Mateel. Batting fifth and doing the catching tonight, number 10, Dylan Scott. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 13, Brody Hager. Batting seventh and DHing, number 14, Miles Welch. He's batting for the pitcher tonight, number 11, Ty Davis. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 3, Aiden Tompkins. And batting ninth and playing short, number 7, Riker Wentzel. The Mustangs are coached by Chris Mateel, assisted by Josh Robinson, Danny Duckworth, and Ryan Skelly. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, I was hoping someone would yell play ball. We've been having some good play ball calls right after the anthem, but nothing here. Come on now.
It was cool to see the home plate umpire tonight. The veteran saluting the flag, so appreciate his service. And I know we're about 5 minutes from first pitch here, I believe, and we're about 5 minutes from tip-off of round 3 of the Duke Carolina game in the ACC tournament.
During the evening.
I know Hunter was tempted to just keep on driving straight to Charlotte.
Y'all, peanuts, crackers,
y'all still get to enjoy the ACC. I'm a Maryland Terrapins fan originally.
Go at it tonight.
I don't care anymore. Once they took them out of the ACC, I lost interest.
Well, I will be pulling up this game stream to go side by side with our stream tonight. So if anyone definitely wants to stay tuned to this baseball game, I will give you live updates, but there'll be a bias towards the Tar Heels. But we're about to start our first inning, so we want to thank our first inning sponsor, Bloom Patch Farm. Bloom Patch Farm, located in Harrisonville. We talked about them a lot this
behind the plate, number 10,
in the first,
Scott.
But
and on the mound, number 11,
information, phone number, website, Instagram, and Facebook are on your screen. We appreciate them for being our first inning sponsor, Miss Sumner over there. Facebook at Bloom Patch Farm and Instagram at Bloom Patch. Yeah, $300 Dahlia variety, spring planting season, VIP cutting tours, and more. Like, we'll detail it all at the middle of the first. I want to show you our 3 camera angles tonight. Excited to share these with you. On the left, we have tripod up behind a little hill here in this little valley where the baseball field is. Upper right, on top of the first base dugout, the home dugout for the East Lincoln Mustangs. And then bottom right is right in front of us here on the backstop on the cable of the net. So getting ready to get started here.
First look at Todd Davis, the High Point commit.
First batter up for the Red Tornadoes, center fielder, number 14, Ellis Chappelle.
And I talked to Coach Mateel before the game. I said, how'd y'all get hooked up with High Point? He said, hey, that was actually one that we weren't too involved in. He was seen at a camp, I believe it, or a showcase at Elon or something this past summer. So sometimes you got to be in the right place at the right time. Big South team, right?
Baltimore chopped to third base. Sets guns throws.
Oh,
got him on the tag, though. What a play.
Wow, 3 put that on Chappell for the first out of the inning. That batting the second baseman, number 6, J.B. Young. Wyatt Everman on deck.
So JB was a name that we were told to look out for. 2027 grad. He's doing the he's playing second today, but also a catcher. A lot of 27s and 26s in this Hickory lineup, so they should be another candidate to be a strong team in the Western Foothills next year too. Say High Point baseball having a good start to their season. They haven't started any conference games yet, but they're 12-5. You know, it's Big South Bay. Oh, that was a nice barrel. Let's see how far that ball goes. Good track by Mateel out there in center field.
Then flies out deep to center field. Nice catch.
I mean, it's an out
Route
in the
number
book,
2.
but man, did he barrel that up. So great swing by the young
And batting the shortstop, number 5, Wyatt Everman.
Here's Wyatt. We're familiar with Wyatt. Wyatt came out to one of our prospect fill-ins in November at Cleveland. Was very impressive. Ran well. So good foot speed, and I always like a right-handed throw-in, left-handed swinging infielder. Wyatt, shortstop tonight, but he's got the athleticism to end up just about anywhere. You know how recruiting goes sometimes. You take all those middle guys and figure out who's your left fielder, who's your right fielder, who's your second baseman. So Everman ahead here 2-0. So we'll walk over and get some radar gun readings on Davis here in just a minute. Swing and a foul ball. So 2-1 count here to Everman. Again, mentioned in High Point, they played Georgia on March 4th. Oh, Everman puts one in the gap here. He's going to definitely get 2. He's looking at his third base coach. Ooh, kind of let up a little bit going into second. There's a bobble out in the gap. I don't know if you'd have been able to make it to third, but
that brings up the third baseman, number 8, Tayshawn Scott.
No doubt double off the bat. So
Maddox McCree on deck.
It's about the best thing you can do with 2 outs here is give your team an opportunity at a shot at runner in scoring position. That brings Tayshawn Scott up to the plate. Tayshawn going to play for Coach Deaton next year at Caldwell. So he's doing a good job recruiting around Western North Carolina. A lot of foothills and mountain guys heading to Caldwell Tech next year. It's a good chance for Hickory to make an early statement here after that big loss on Tuesday. Feeble attempt at second. All right, Davis delivers on the 0-1, slow, even up the count. Tompkins doing the holding of the runner there at second. There's a little bit of a gap to the right side here. Not necessarily out of position, but big swing by Scott.
Go get him, buddy. Go get him.
And now with him falling behind here against good arm to shorten up here and try to play short to the ball. Ooh, off speed stays up 2-2. So 2's all around, 2-2, 2 outs. Everman with the big double here. Try to force something here in the first. Ball bounces away. Oh, Everman cannot get a read. So Scott jumps on it quickly and recovers. So a better read on the dirt ball there. He might be staying at third. Full count here. Again, first base is open. Swing and a miss. Big swing. So Davis gets the K.
Scott
No damage done.
Out number 3.
That's going to bring Funtech, Brotherton, and Washington to the plate.
Brotherton and Washington.
Hey, might just let the PA guy do it next time.
Yeah. Well, first innings brought to you by Bloom Patch Farms. Bloom Patch Farm in Harrisville, North Carolina, offering over 300 dahlia varieties for spring planting and providing floral design services as well. VIP cutting tours and floral tours are booking on the weekends from March through October. Contact us at 828-772-1798 or visit our social media pages on your screen. Facebook at Bloom Patch Farm and Instagram at Bloom Patch. Thank you to Bloom Patch Farm for being our first inning sponsor.
Starting to feel like spring weather, so it's probably a good time to get with Miss Sumner. Let's see here. Funtech going to be doing the leadoff hit in the night. He's heading to Wake Tech. Big fan of their program. So they're in Raleigh. A lot of those kids that go to Wake Tech say they feel like they're living the NC State life. Let's see. That's D2 West. So let's see. Wake Tech currently 18-14. No, that's last year's standings. Where's this year's? Oh, we need more sports-friendly or baseball-friendly websites here to figure out what's going on in the world of baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. All right, so Region 10, that's a big vocabulary word for you players listening. Region 10, you got to know our local JUCOs. Again, we have a couple kids playing tonight that are heading to Region 10 schools.
For the Red Tornadoes behind the
leading
off,
number 4, Funtech going to Wake Tech.
And on the mound, number 9, Maddox McCree.
They're currently 10-12, 7-5 in conference. Pretty little stadium there. You know, like I said, if you want more of the city lifestyle, Raleigh.
First batter up for the Mustangs, third baseman, number 1,
foothills and mountain kids to look.
Braden Brotherton on deck.
All right, well, here's our first look at the big arm Maddox McCree. See how hard he throws. Boom, big old in and out of the glove. So Funtech's been a 4-year varsity letterman. Plays just about everywhere. He's at third base tonight, a true utility guy, also a right-handed pitcher. Let's see, big old NC State arm. Oh, man, look at the depth on that curveball. It was about a 59-footer.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to be right down the middle.
Dude, this sunset is immaculate right now. With the trees, this is a beautiful field.
Went right back to it.
Good block, Darryl. Let's go, Matt.
Well, sped up his bat a little bit here at the curveballs. If you go back to the fastball, keep it right around the letters. Hits it right into the ground. It's going to be fielded by the third baseman and thrown across.
5-3, put it on Funtech.
Scott over there at third base with the pickup.
That brings up the left fielder, number 9, Braden Brotherton.
Braden Brotherton.
Brandon Washington on deck.
It's a good name, good baseball name, Brotherton. Say Brotherton in left field this evening. Throw back that curveball again. So 1-0 start. Evens the count, 1-1. So he's moving quick. I like his pace. Good arm action. Quick arm. So 1-2 count. Let's see if he can collect his first K of the evening. Nope, low in the dirt. See, he's missing a little low with the off speed.
Just drive this thing, baby. Let's go, kid. Yep.
Someone was very vocal out there. It was the right fielder. Like, did he go? We just heard from the distance, like, he did not go. So I don't know how I guess he could see it from all the way out there.
I mean, yeah, he's better view than some of the guys on the third base side of the field, that's for sure.
Ooh, full count. Can't complain there. That fastball's right at the bottom of the zone. Catches him
Ball strike
looking.
3 on Brotherton for out number 2. Brings up the first baseman, number 4, Brandon Washington. Evan McKeel on deck.
Two away, let's go now.
Yeah, I love just how this camera is looking right now. The sun coming in, like you're gonna take highlights off this. Oh, there you go. That's a drive.
He's got a beat on it there in right field, and that's Medley out there who hauls it in.
Washington flies out deep to right field.
1, 2, 3 inning. And now I want to say Washington, is he a senior? That's one name that Coach Mateel was telling us. He definitely wants to play in college. He's still looking for a home. Well, let's talk about our Patreon real quick. You want to help support Baseball University of the Blue Ridge? Well, visit our Patreon at www.patreon.com/BBUniversityWNC. The more financial support that we can earn, the more coverage of Western North Carolina baseball we can bring you. College Tour Series, the Western North Carolina High School Scout Streaming Series, Legion coverage, weekly media content, highlight films, you name it. Choose which tier is right for you at www.patreon.com/BBUniversity.
Yeah, and stay connected to Baseball University of the Blue Ridge across all platforms. Like and subscribe on YouTube, www.youtube.com/@BBUniversityWNC. Like us on Facebook at Baseball University of the Blue Ridge, and follow us on X and Instagram at BBUniversityWNC. And you can check out our website at www.baseballu.org. Head to the second inning, brought to you by Hail Tax Solutions. Big thank you to Hail Tax Solutions. Got our returns a couple days ago. Been in business since 1997. Former IRS agents over there. So big thank you to the Hales over at Hail Tax Solutions for getting our taxes done and being our second inning sponsor. Information is on your screen. We'll detail them more in the middle of the second.
Well, things ain't crazy in the corral yet. Definitely got 2 pitchers who are solid, who are establishing themselves here early. Besides the loud double by Everman, everybody's been retired fairly easily.
Leading off the top of the second inning, the pitcher, number 9, Maddox McCree.
So Max
Darryl
McCree
Holder on deck.
going to try to help himself out here. Swings at the first pitch and lifts it into right field. That's Hager on the track, and he will haul it in.
McCree flies out to deep right for out number 1.
I think I found our one blind spot.
Brings up the catcher, number 4,
Yeah,
Darryl
right field.
Holder.
Like dead
Maddox
center
Bumgarner
right
on deck.
field.
Mm.
Like we got right field right covered, we got right field left covered, but right on.
Well, it might be time to take some of that sponsorship money and invest in one more camera phone.
Yeah,
Might not be a bad idea to do that this weekend.
Visit our Patreon, help support us, and maybe we can go and get another camera
Yep, and again,
phone.
I'm interested to see what sort of viewership we get tonight. This is one of our first real foothills only coverage, that we've done. We've kind of been covering the mountain foothill matchups here early in the season, but really like this one on paper. We knew that there was going to be some good arms throwing. Big fan of Coach Mateel, big fan of Coach Kraft. Really trying to showcase our best baseball here in the foothills and mountains. So this is one we were really excited to get to. Beautiful facility. Walked out beyond left field earlier. I was setting up a camera out there, and the facility goes on. You got more cages back there, padded walls, nets to hit into. Shot off to the right side, foul.
Well, tell your friends, guys. Send this link out to everyone. Get people watching. Like, this is some good Friday night Western Foothills 3A baseball.
Yep.
This is the best of the best. The weather's great. Like, nothing's going to go wrong out here today in terms of a baseball game. Like, this is perfect weather, perfect atmosphere for a good 3A matchup.
Hard ground ball right into the glove of third baseman Fun Tech. Throws it across for out number 2.
5-3 put out on Holder for out number 2.
So this is relative to one of our minor
That brings up a
keys to
DH.
the game.
Number 2,
Make big
Maddox
plays behind your
Bumgarner.
big arms. Just play clean.
Addison
Let the
Turner
game
on
keep
deck.
moving. Keep these guys moving in a comfortable windup. Connor, you take it from here. I want to go get some radar gun readings.
Awesome, yeah. Called strike right there at the knees. He's been consistent all night. Let's see if Ryan's got his thing over here. I don't know how he keeps track of these guys. Big swing, strike 2. Baumgartner, the senior, up to the plate, down 0-2. Swings right through to strike 3, retires the side.
Baumgartner strikes out for the 3rd out in the inning. Coming to bat in the bottom half of the 2nd, Mateel, Scott, and Hager.
Well, head to the millisecond.
Off-speed pitches.
Yeah, all speed. Head to the millisecond, sponsored by Hail Tax Solutions. Hail Tax Solutions is the official tax preparer of Baseball University of the Blue Ridge. In business since 1997, Hail Tax Solutions International is headed by former IRS agents that understand the tax system's complexities and can guide you to your maximum returns. They perform all categories of tax returns, including personal, corporate, trust, estates, and nonprofits. They also offer bookkeeping services, consulting, and can be your representation at state or federal audits. With tax season in full swing, give Hail Tax Solutions International a call at 828-435-6082 today to schedule your tax return.
They're operational in a bunch of different states, too. I want to say it was like 25-plus states. So if you're a college coach listening out there out of the region, they still might be able to help you out. It's been the best tax person I've ever worked with. Well, quick start. A lot of, just filling up the zone, not falling behind in too many counts. McCree comes out for his 2nd inning of work. He's got Mateel, Scott, and Hager. And I'll walk over there a little earlier now to see what we got.
Okay.
Leading off the bottom of the 2nd inning, number 16, Evan Mateel.
Mateel up to the plate. I'd assume that's Coach Mateel's son. Same family name, lefty. Ball low here from McCray. Oh, right at the knees, but he just misses. 2-0 count here. With a home Mustang lefty, no batting gloves. I like it. Probably has a take sign here in the 3-0 count. McCray's kind of wild to start. Ball up, and that's a 4-pitch walk to begin.
Mateel draws the leadoff walk.
Second base runner of
That
the
brings
game.
up the catcher, number 10, Dylan Scott. Brody Hager on deck.
Dylan Scott, catcher and first baseman, 6'2", 225.
87 to 89 on the gun, so good velo, but I always worry when I walk back there. It's like they see the gun, and then we get 4 straight balls.
Mm-hmm. Just need to have it go every single time, like they do in colleges. You get used to it. Just ignore it on the screen. 5 straight balls. Yuck. He's got to
This is always
wrangle in here.
Well, it's always something as a pitching coach. I hated going out there and saying, oh, hey, you got to do your shoulder, your leg, you can't really fix it with mechanics in the middle of a game like that. I usually
Got a runner.
Yep. Oh, boy.
Got him.
Yep. No, got him. Tried the swim move.
Tried it.
Did not work. So caught stealing.
Mateel picked off at second base.
Nice
for
throw
the
by
first
Holden.
out in the inning.
Was that Holden?
That was Holden, which is getting a lot of new guys here for us today.
Yep.
Darrow Holder, the junior. Again, that was one of the names we were told to look out for on the broadcast. So that'll be a good clip to cut later for him.
Oh, 2-2 count.
That's going to bring number 10, Dylan Scott, to the plate.
Yep.
Swing and a flick foul.
Yeah, 3 great angles tonight. We did good, Ryan.
Now, Dylan is a 3-year letterman. He is a senior that is still looking for a place to play in college. He's doing the catching tonight. So goes down swinging here.
That strikes out for
he is
out
a
number
talented
2.
young player. So again, coaches out there that are still
Brings
looking
up
for
the
catcher recruits.
Right fielder, number 13,
Scott
Brody
in
Hager.
mind.
Miles
that's
Welch
Dylan
on
Scott,
deck.
or excuse me, yes, Dylan Scott. That brings Hager to the plate.
Call back.
Well, he had the 4-pitch walk. Catcher bails him out. Now he's back to filling the zone up again. So I was going to say the quickest way to try to fix something mechanical, get back in the zone, is just really focusing on your eyes and your breathing. Your eyes are directly connected to your brain through the optic nerve. So if you can get your eyes focused, a lot of times the rest of your body will start timing up. Big, strong looking athlete.
And you got
an
English degree?
It's like knowledge. You got to read. You got to know how to read to be able to read those science books.
It's like I took a intro to food science my last semester at UGA, even though I was a statistics major. I was like, I learned so much about food and vitamins and whatnot, and forgot it all. Not all of it though. We were talking about something the other day while I was at my sister's house about some supplement thing, and it was like something thing. I was like, yeah, thiamine. That's a B complex. I think it's like B12 or something.
There you go. So that's something these boys don't think about after a game. They might go load up on junk food, but they have to start. I'll tell you, like, more valuable than any sort of Evo Shield or travel team is maybe a couple of sessions with a nutritionist. Like, learn how to feed your body.
I wish I had that grown up.
You know, how to gain weight the right way, what foods to put in your body. Like, stay away from processed foods, drink more water. Apparently creatine's good again. You know what I mean? There's like the science of protein.
Yeah, if I would have learned anything about how to eat back in high school, I'd be a lot more healthier than I am today.
Brody Hager worked this all the way back full, and he's going to take the second walk of the game.
Second walk of the inning.
So first walk was eliminated on the caught stealing.
Number 14,
by
Miles
Holder.
Welch. Aiden Tompkins on deck.
On the good throwdown earlier. So Hager goes down to first base. We'll see if he stays put now. They do have a lefty in the box with Welch up.
Welch, 6'2", senior, 205.
Dang, big, strong body.
205, yeah, and a lefty.
Misses low. And this is one of those things where just breathe, get ahead. They haven't proved that they're going to hit you yet. You know, still no hits in the game. This is where we talk about limiting mistakes. You know, let them play behind you. You got a big arm. Just cruise and let those fielders go behind you. There's a pop fly on the third base side. Is Scott going to be able to move? Oh, runs out of room. So they had a beat on it. So good effort by Scott at third. 1-1 count. Again, fastball's been 87 to 89. We'll keep hopping out there in between innings. A lot of times, like we saw with Hagen Hoyle the other day, went from 79 to 82 in the first inning all the way up to 85 to 87 in the fourth inning. So sometimes it takes an inning or so to get the juices rolling. I like the early depth on the curveball. You can definitely see it breaks through a couple of planes. So Hager taking his lead, and he will stay. Ooh, hit something on the way into the glove, didn't it? Flick, flick, right? We heard a flick, flick.
That was interesting.
Coach Kraft going to come out and ask. I was going to say there's definitely.
Well, was hit by the pitch.
I mean, again, you could hear it, flick, flick.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it hit either the handle or the knob and went right into the catcher's mitt.
Yeah.
One of the fans behind us made a good point. If it flicked his hand coming off of an 87, 89 mile per hour fastball.
Now to play number 3, Aiden Tompkins.
But that's as far as the argument will go. And now we got first and second with 2 outs. So maybe a little bit of a gift for Welch, but he's not going to complain. He's going to go down and say thank you for giving me an opportunity to get on base versus this 90 mile per hour arm. Tompkins, the second baseman. Say Tompkins also a senior. Say pretty senior heavy lineup overall for East Lincoln. I think the lone underclassman, or I should say, we have a couple juniors, but I think Riker Wenzel, is the only sophomore in the lineup this evening for coach, Coach Mateel. He's on deck. Tompkins finds himself in the 0-2 hole quickly. Swing and a miss. That was just a hard competitive fastball. Here it is. Show me if you can hit it. And a lot of high school baseball players, even good ones, are going to have trouble with that velo at this age. So 2 walks. One's erased on the caught stealing. Hit by pitch. Was able to get out of it.
I want to thank our broadcast sponsor, CamWood Bats. CamWood Bats located in Haywood County, West North Carolina, but serving baseball and softball players across the nation. Game bats, trainers, tees, tutorials, and more available for purchase at www.camwoodbats.com. As a part of our partnership with CamWood, make sure to use the coupon code BBUWNC for a 10% discount on all purchases through their website. Thank you to CamWood Bats. Head to the third inning. Moving quick here tonight. Third inning sponsor is the American Legion Post 70. Proud to sponsor baseball, University of the Blue Ridge. Cardinal baseball program hosts their first day of tryouts March 23rd at 4 o'clock over at West Henderson High School. A couple weeks. Got to attend at least one tryout for the Cardinal baseball program. Coach Chris Decker, you can contact him at the information on your screen. Detailed them more in depth in the middle of the third. Thank you to American Legion Post 70 for being our third inning sponsor.
Now, Coach Decker emailed me today, and I think this is what he told me. He said on that same day, they're actually doing state game tryouts before Legion tryouts on the same day, same place. And I think that's an effort to just roll over the best players in our area into the American Legion trials, because Post 70, they want to win the whole dang thing this year. They got some really solid guys coming in, some Western commits. So starting Junior Legion next year. Legion baseball is going to be an interesting dynamic for the recruiting scene moving forward, and Post 70 is all on board for making these changes. Mm-hmm. Well, who we got here? We got Turner, Medley, then the top with Chapel. Chapel.
Leading off the top of the third.
See how they pronounce it. But
number 10, Addison Turner. Dorian Medley on deck.
Say leadoff hitter Chappelle,
I think.
Ellis Chappelle.
Ball low.
All right. So Turner, the senior. This is his first AB here as we get ready to turn the lineup over. Ooh, ball back to the backstop there.
Hammering that pad.
So just like his counterpart, McCree, Davis comes out in the second inning and has a little bit of trouble finding the zone. So McCree ended up having a leadoff walk before his catcher, Darrow Holder, bailed him out. Actually, 3 base runners in that last inning. It was quietly. Bounces no. So just like McCree starts the second inning, or the top of the inning, 3-0. And no breeze out here, no wind.
It's a beautiful evening in Denver.
There's a strike. Say American flag limp out there. Softball game going up over the hill. On the way in, we saw they were the 2023 champions, state champions. So good athletics program overall. Big facility overall. We got lost on the way in.
Went around the school on a little gravel road where we thought, someone's going to call and say, what's this Jeep doing behind the school?
Slow roller to third base. Picked up by Funtech, thrown across. Oh, does he? Does he? Yes, he does. So it's a scoop, a bobble, and a grab, and Washington is able to palm the ball.
Put that on Turner for
I think it was a bare hand palm before the foot strikes.
That brings up the right fielder, number 12.
Looks a lot cleaner in the box score than it did in front of us live, but an out is an out, and that brings up the 9-hitter here. Again, that goes back to that Meineke Fleet key of the game. Just keep making big plays behind your big arms. There's a shot right into the first baseman's mitt. Nice little pick by Washington. He'll throw it around.
The grounds out to first for the second out.
So 3 unassisted.
Back to the top of the batting order, number 14, Ellis Chappelle.
Dorian Medley poked it. I almost found a hole over there in the, I guess that'd be the
I don't know about
3-5
that first
hole.
out.
Oh, watching the replay. Let's see it.
Just called it on the, you have to squint right there, but I think he gets past the bag before.
Yeah. See, I haven't done much umpiring, but best umpiring advice I ever got was if it's a bang-bang play If it looked good, like everything was clean, you give it to the fielder. If you're unsure, and if it's bang bang, you're unsure, and it was kind of ugly, you give it to the runner, and no one will really complain. If you just like it right there, if you said safe, no one's gonna complain.
Gotta be confident with it.
Yep. So back to the top here. Chappelle grounded out to third base his first time up, and he's gonna have to make adjustments there after waving out a curve in the dirt. He's 1-2 here, so good inning by Davis here. If he can get one more strike, pops it foul here. Say only one hit so far in the game. That was the Everman double in the first. 2 walks and a hit by pitch for East Lincoln. There's a ball high, good take. I didn't get a chance to get out there and get new radar in Davis. Too late now. If he gets a new batter, we'll do it. If not, we'll wait till the fourth. Guess he missed a little low there, a little out.
Coach Mattil coming out a little bit, asking where that is.
Oh, see that?
It's
I mean,
there.
the problem I had with that call is it looked like the last pitch was right there. So that's the whole consistency thing we talk about. But it's a K in the box backwards. It's going to bring the 9-1-2 for East Lincoln. But first, let's talk about American Legion Post 70. First, if there's any veterans listening in the Asheville area, they're looking for new membership. So Air Force, Army, Marines, Coast Guard. If you're a veteran, please think about joining American Legion Post 70. They do great community service all around West North Carolina, especially post-Helene. They're looking for new projects. And one of their best projects is the baseball team. They funded a bus, a van. They pay for the entire tuition. I think players put a down payment, or no, what do they call it? Security deposit for the uniform that they get back. But Legion picks up all the costs for Post 70. So our best. And look, I'm talking even some of you 28s like Hunter Mason from Brevard the other day, Henry Tutera over at Christ School. We've been running some really good 28s, 27s. You guys got to try out for Senior Legion too. Again, next year we'll be trying to start up that Junior Legion, but in the meantime, we want the best of the best. March 23rd at 4 o'clock in West Henderson for the first tryout of the year for the Cardinals, American Legion Post 70. Well, Wenzel, Funtech, and Brotherton are up here due in the bottom of the third. We'll get one batter in and go get some new velo readings on McCree.
Start off the bottom of the third inning.
Pretty impressed overall with how he moves. I like the body. I think there's more velo coming in the young man. You know, we know Truitt. We know Truitt pretty well from West Henderson, now at NC Central. Truitt. What's his last name again?
Manuel.
Yeah, Manuel. Truitt, good kid too. Works hard, but man, I think he had a UCL surgery and he's going to redshirt his freshman year at NC State. Gunnar Alm, we're going to see him again in a couple weeks for Polk High School. He's heading to NC State. So definitely love the local connection to the Wolfpack. Again, Wenzel here, the lone sophomore in the lineup for East Lincoln tonight. Coach Mattil spoke very highly of Riker. Says he's definitely a gamer, loves baseball. And, batting 9-hole on a great East Lincoln team, playing shortstop. I mean, that's can be a little overwhelming for a young man, but he seems to be taking it in stride. Good AB here, 2-2. Working hard against a tough right-handed pitcher. Swing, and there's a pop fly into right field. Easy read on it for Medley, and he pulls it in for out number 1.
Wenzel flies out deep to right for out number 1.
Blind spot.
Back to the top of the batting order. Number 1, Matthew Puente.
Just have to take our word for it. He caught it.
Yep.
So still scoreless here in the corral. We're back at the top of the lineup here. This is Funtech. Matthew Funtech. He's heading to Wake Tech next season to play for Coach Russ. Getting a lot of Western North Carolina flavor on that Wake Tech team. We have Aiden Sumner, the East Henderson grad. There's a ground ball in the hole. Nice pick by Scott. Throws it across, and it's off the bag wide. It'll go in the books as an infield single.
Base hit for number 1, Matthew Puente.
Aiden Warnock from Owen High School.
Brings up
Having a
number
really good
9,
freshman
Braden
year.
Brotherton.
Nick Schultz, I think, hit his first collegiate home run the other day. The Irwin grad. Asher Smith is finally healthy. The Crest grad. So seeing a lot of solid mountain and foothill players. Head to Wake Tech. Good academic school for a junior college. A lot of kids, even if they're not athletes, will go to Wake Tech first to try to get their grades. Pick off attempt here. Hits the runner. Better stay on that bag. And he does. But Wake Tech, kind of like with when you went to Georgia, a lot of kids will go to a place like Wake Tech who want to go to NC State first, get their grades up a little bit, get certain credits in, and make the transfer. It's a good place to play baseball. 0-0 delivery after a hold. Ooh, pulls the bunt back. Good take. So Brotherton, 1-0 count. All right, Hunter, you got this for a second? I'm going to get some radar.
Foul back right to us. Braden Brotherton, the 6', 170 junior. On time with it here, fouling it straight back. See McCray holds him up, taps off, take a second, gather himself. Takes a look, comes set, nod one back. His foot. Like they're going to take that ball out of play. They'll come back in a few pitches.
Strike here, let's go.
Squares around, ball out. Mathiel calling a play in from the third base coach's box. See what's on here. Ball driven to left field. It could be left fielder going back. It's over the wall. That is a home run for Braden Brotherton.
A two-run shot
to
number 9, Braden
down the
Brotherton.
line.
Now, it's interesting because I think he was taking some velo off there, expecting the bunt. He was only like 82, 83, and he didn't bunt there. Oh, Brotherton.
No, he didn't.
Did he hit that ball hard?
We're waiting to use that one today.
So 2 ribbies on that one. Man,
What a drive. What was that, 315 down lines? That ball was probably
Now comes to play number 4, Brandon Washington.
Got out here in a hurry.
That was on a line. I would have loved to see some StatCast data on that one. Let's see what
So that's a big swing for East Lincoln.
I mean, yeah, that's a.
Ooh, I might have hit the catcher in a sore spot there. Give him a minute.
While we got a minute, let's mention our travel sponsor.
Well, you can do that while I watch the replay of this day.
Yeah, travel sponsor, Ion Outdoors, sponsoring our travel expenses we encounter throughout the spring, including gas, food, and in some cases, lodging. Big thank you to Ion Outdoors for sponsoring our travel. A little bit about Ion. Spas.
Yes.
I think that's
pools and spas.
Pools and spas, and $500 off if you mention this ad. Thank you to Ion Outdoors.
Yeah, I mean, Ion's been big for us. They're also our power rankings sponsor, which it may not seem like it, but that takes a while. Like, that's usually a Saturday or Sunday night conversation.
Saturday, all day thinking about it. Sunday night deliberating on the phone.
Texting coaches, trying to figure out the vibe of like, hey, this is what we're feeling. Especially when you look at some of the conference differences. We have those outliers like a Lincoln Charter, a Gaston Christian. Man, that's a poke right there by Washington. It's going to get past the dive of Medley out there, and that's going to be a double. So 2 extra base hits.
One out
back
double,
to back.
number 4, Brandon
The
Washington.
home run and the double here from Washington. Washington, a junior. That was one of the names that Coach Mathiel told us to keep an eye on. It says he plays with team. An Ion, yes, Ion Outdoors, Spas, and Pools. But Braden Washington
Now for plate number
plays
16, Evan Mathiel.
I want to say he plays for in the Team USA circuit that runs out of Raleigh, right? Team USA baseball.
Yeah, in Cary.
Yep. Great facilities there. It's actually what William Peace University uses for their home field.
Applied twice.
So Mathiel, the senior, heading to Francis Marion next year. So a left-handed swinger, kind of reminiscent of Trey Spays from last year. Trey having a great year at Western North Carolina. Still a lot of ball game left here, and both these pitchers have been cruising up until these back-to-back extra base hits. So just need to breathe, get a second out here, create some stability in the game.
Hey, out front.
Francis Marion, the Swamp Fox, famous Revolutionary soldier.
Yes, sir. Big in the Carolinas, that's for sure. Him and Wade Hampton.
Yep.
I like this gritty, no batting gloves look right here. I love it. You don't ever see it anymore in high school. He's got a Evan Gaddis look to him, if you remember.
Yeah,
that.
Like a left hand, or Gaddis was a righty.
Gaddis was right hand, but Gaddis's nickname, El Oso Blanco, the White Bear, and it's just his body style, like just everything reminds me of him. I love it.
Left-handed, that's a good comp. I like that.
Evan Gaddis comp, same like swing, everything just from the other side of the plate.
Loose wrists, yeah. That ball is going to find it into the glove of Young. Throws it across. That's a second out. It's a big out. It's a big out that Hickory Red Tornadoes needed there.
Yeah, but that's a great job hitting it to his pull side. Traditionally, the backside, getting the runner over. So, pass ball here. I know we got a short porch with the backstop here being brick and padded. Balls might bounce off it quickly, but if he gets a good secondary on third, he scores, and that's adding to the 2-run lead already.
Yeah, Francis Marion off to a good start this year. They're 17-7. So Mathiel joining a strong team next year. So they play in the Conference Carolinas. Strong Division II out here in the Southeast between them and the SAC. I guess the Peach Belt's still around.
Oh, sure.
I want to say, I thought I got to go check that. I thought I heard they might do some conference changing as they have been. Swing and a miss, 2-1. This is the big spot here. He's going to have to go right after the catcher, Dylan Scott. Again, Dylan Scott was one of those names that Coach Mathiel says still looking for a college home. Good athlete, been a 3-year varsity contributor. Struck out his first time up. 3-2 or 2-2 count here, 2 outs from the windup. Good curveball. Yep, it's going to have to throw it down. Make sure it gets there, and it does.
Scott strikes out for out number 3.
Well, head to the top of the fourth. We want to first mention our home and away team sponsor, Weicker Realtors Team Metro, and Sean Yamber sponsoring the time that Baseball University puts towards marketing this game to coaches pregame and editing and posting highlights for the East Lincoln Mustang and Hickory Red Tornado prospects with recruiting and scouting content on social media for the coaches postgame. Appreciate Weicker Realtors Team Metro for being our home team and our away team sponsor. If you're looking to buy or sell a residential home, give Sean Yamber a call. Phone number 828-851-0145, www.seanyamberhomes.com. Weicker Realtors Team Metro makes the real estate deal easy. Stay local, buy local, invest local. He is your trusted real estate expert. Head to the fourth inning, sponsored by Hauling Solutions and Grading. Big thanks to Mr. Andrew Casoria over there for sponsoring them. Know them very well.
You need dirt?
Need dirt, give him a call.
Dirt.
Dirt, rock, gravel.
Yep. I need gravel. I'll be giving him a call
I could use
soon.
some gravel on our driveway. I have to give him a call.
Davis out for a 4th inning of work. It's a big inning for him. See if he can put up another 0 after that 2-run spot. Back to the D2 ball for a minute. That's a big wild card out here in the Southeast because we do have good D2 with the SAC, with the Conference Carolinas, the Peach Belt, which is more of the Georgia, South Carolina. You got the Mountain East up in West Virginia, which, again, Concord, where Coach Mateel graduated from, is only 2 hours from Charlotte. Had a D2 coach tell me the other day that for you high school kids, D2 is your D1 now. So I think our better guys need to really start considering that route. Average age of a high school ball player right now is, a college ball player is 21.9, so essentially 22. It's going to be harder and harder to find athletic money, but some of our best physical high school guys might still be able to find a route through that D2 level.
Starting off the top of the 4th inning for the Red Tornadoes, number 6, J.B. Young.
I know we have a pitcher on the bench tonight, Barrett Irwin for East Lincoln. That's going to UNC Pembroke. Pembroke's they usually, if they want a guy, they can be pretty competitive because they're the only state school D2 in North Carolina, so they can keep tuition down. And they have an advantage when it comes to recruiting because their costs, their tuition is already going to be lower than maybe what it would be to give this kid at a private school like a 50% scholarship, So a lot of times when you look at the records and why are certain teams always perennial winners, a lot of times it's because they can make school affordable when it's tough to afford school right now.
They were also one of the 3 schools, I believe, that was back in 2017-18, about the time I started looking into colleges. Foul ball.
Watch out. Oh, nice snag by the bench player over there, saving lives. Good teammate.
Pembroke was one of the schools along with Western Carolina, local school up in the mountains, and Elizabeth City State University, who offered $500 semester tuition.
HBCU?
Yes, HBCU, I
now,
believe.
They'd be one that they should look into making a baseball team. Mid-Atlantic Christian in the same neighborhood down there, they have a enrollment of like 300 kids, but they all hang out with the Elizabeth City State college kids because they have like 6,000, I think. But state schools, Elizabeth City may have had baseball in the past, but
to look that up. But yeah, they all had $500 a semester tuition. And
Everman 2 for 2, so double and a hard single here. Jumps on the first pitch.
Base hit for number 5, Wyatt Everman.
Grounded out to the guy before him. Grounded out to third base, or was that last out before?
Base hit number 8, Tayshawn Scott.
You have to show me on the replay. I was zoning out, thinking about tuition. My son turns 11 this month, so seven more years, and I got to start worrying about tuition. So 2 Ks to start the inning?
1K.
No, 1K.
1K and a single. I love the I think we got that one going down the right field line.
Sorry, I missed. Big catch down there.
Absolutely.
Did you get the angle?
Yeah, we got it. That was a nice catch.
So heck of a play by, is that Medley down there? Yeah.
At least to the second out of the inning. Saying I love these.
Scott flies out deep to right field for out number 1, 2. Excuse me.
Love the colors here. Love the
now batting the pitcher, number 9, Maddox McCree.
The green, like the grass down here, just like I know we mention every time we come down here, but it's just growing so much thicker and so much greener this time of the year than up in the mountains. And you could see it on our broadcast with the sunset, dark backdrop, batter's eye, no need for it. Like you got the trees.
Still remember Coach Lineberger when we got to South Point. He's like, "Oh, it's the worst my grass has ever looked." I'm like, "Coach, this field's immaculate."
And this is better than some minor league fields I've seen. Like, look at this.
Boosters. We got to get our neighborhoods behind the baseball teams. Some of our mountains, they wish they could have grass like this, but we just don't have the weather for it. We need to go to turf. Nice curve there by McCree.
At least you aren't playing in an NFL stadium like the Minnesota Golden Gophers, giving up
back-to-back
home runs. An NCAA record this past weekend to Kansas.
That was
5 in a row.
And so quick 0-2 count here on McCree.
I just don't know how I'd feel about that. Like, I love, like, the natural playing on grass. Like, I know so many schools are going to turf because it alleviates cost.
Runner goes. Here's a throw down by Holder. Oh, does he nab him again? Yes, he does. This kid's a beast behind the plate.
2-4 put out of second base, route number 3.
Or no, that wasn't Holder. That was Scott. Sorry. Golly. So Dylan Scott on the throw. So they got one each apiece, it looks.
Yeah.
So sorry, let me get that right in my scorebook. All right, fourth inning sponsor. Let's give the due diligence here to Hauling Solutions and Grading. Again, if you got a home business or job site that needs gravel, topsoil, rock, dirt, you name it, you got to get with Hauling Solutions. They got dump trucks large and small enough to fit your needs. And you're also going to give them a call about any grading work that you need, such as driveways, culvert replacements, bank erosion, ditch work, building pads, and more. Andrew and his great team will take care of you. Give them a holler at 828-776-9377 for a quote today, and let Hauling Solutions and Grading be your solution. You can find them on Facebook. You can also check them out their website, hauling-solutions.com. Well, ended up being kind of a weird 1-2-3 inning. McCree will get a fresh at bat when he comes up. Again, good throw there by the catcher, Dylan Scott. Again, he's a senior, still looking for a home. Having a tough day at the plate, 0-for-2 with 2 Ks, but had a great throw there. And again, I mentioned the name by accident earlier, Holder, Darrow Holder, also throwing out a runner in the second inning for Hickory. So these catchers and pitchers, is a solid battery group tonight. Due up here for East Lincoln Mustangs, you're going to have Hager, Welch, and Tompkins. That's our 6, 7, and 8 batters. And they're going to see what they can do to build on a 2-0 lead.
How are these guys throwing?
Let's see. He was about 87, 89. We're going to go get some new ones. And Davis, I only went out the one time, and he threw 2 off-speed pitches, so I got to sneak over there next inning. All right, Hager took a walk his first time up. Second inning was interesting.
So at the bottom of the fourth inning,
had a leadoff walk, which
13,
is catcher
Hager.
Darrow Holder threw out, and struck out the next batter, then walked another, then hit another, and then struck out Tompkins end of second. That was the tough second. Then the third was where we saw the 2-run homer by Brotherton. That's been the only damage of the game so far on the scoreboard. 2 hits for Hickory, both by Wyatt Everman, and 2 runs on 3 hits for East Lincoln, with Brotherton having the big old shot. Got out of here quick in that third inning. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Ground ball. Hit over here to the first baseman. Is that Turner? Pulls it in for the
Grounds out to first.
ground ball, unassisted, put out for the first baseman. I'll bring Welch, the left-handed swinging DH,
now
to the plate.
The DH, number 14, Miles Welch.
Welch had the maybe hit by pitch in the last at bat.
I believe so, yeah.
You heard a pick. You know, one was the catcher's mitt.
I honestly,
umpire
low-key,
determined that it hit the hands, but
I thought it was low-key.
Foul tip.
No, I thought it might have been off the glove, then hitting the bat, then falling to the ground, because it looked like he caught it first, but he pulled his hand out and was shaking it, so I could have seen it hitting the edge. Don't have no high-res replay out here for us.
Swing and a miss. So McCree working at a good pace. Again, the only real chink in the armor tonight was the 2-run home run.
Noticing the lights out here tonight. They've got, I don't know how they do it, if it's mirrors, but there's lights on the bottom that are pointing up, and then I'd have to go check that out. You seen those?
Yeah.
I don't know what's the purpose of that.
Ooh, bounces one here. It's going to be 2-2.
Say hello to the on-deck batter coming into frame.
So mechanics tonight have been, things just having a little trouble repeating, timing up his release. He's buried a lot in the dirt tonight. A couple fastballs in the dirt too, so just got to get his timing down. Big body. Looks like he can probably get a little more out of that stride. Still a lot of upper body velo. But that's okay. You know what I mean? It's high school. I think sometimes our kids just feel so much pressure to perform when they're still learning. They're still young bodies. Good spot
strike
there.
3 on Welch for the second out.
So 5 Ks in the book for McCree. He has allowed 3 hits. All of them were in the 3rd inning.
Now coming to play, number 3, Aiden Tompkins.
Single, 2-run homer, and a double. Definitely needs a good 1-2-3 inning here. He's got Tompkins up, who struck out his first time. It's a good pitcher's duel so far this evening. Misses inside.
Correction now to plate, number 8, Reed Duckworth.
One thing you'll notice about McCree is he never touches the grass. I love that about a pitcher. Just stays right on the dirt. Watch him get his throwback right back to the bump. This kid, even though they don't have a pitch clock in high school, he'll be plenty fine once he gets to it in college. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count.
You don't need a pitch clock tonight. I've been looking at the timetable. We are 10 till the top of the hour and already almost through the 4th. This is the fastest high school game I've been at in years.
We appreciate y'all for that because we got a 2-hour drive home. Don't do us like South Point, Tuscola.
Like a 2-0 ball game.
Swing and a miss. Yes, he did. He better start running. He's going to throw it down, and that's a put out. So 1-2-3 inning.
Duckworth strikes out, 4 out, number 3.
So top of the 5th.
Top of the 5th.
Hickory's going to be bringing McCree, Holden, and Bumgarner to the plate.
I think we'll go ahead and talk about our Patreon again. We're already at that point. Want to support us on Patreon? Visit our Patreon, www.patreon.com/bbuniversitywNC. The more financial support we can receive, the more coverage of Western North Carolina baseball we can bring you, including the College Tour Series, the High School Scout Streaming Series, Legion coverage, media content, highlight films, etc. Choose which tier is right for you at www.patreon.com/bbuniversitywNC. Maybe we can get a 4th camera angle.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't come off as like peddling for money, but it's one of those things where we're really interested in the crowdfunding model because, again, there's a lot of benefit to the college recruiting side for the players here tonight that's not out of their pocket. Again, if hypothetical, we have 100 Western North Carolina fans that all joined the $5 membership. That's $500 a month for us to put towards more investment into the coverage. So one thing that you can do to help us out is also subscribe to the social media. If you're watching our YouTube channel right now, go ahead and subscribe. Definitely follow us on X. You've been seeing all the prospect drops today and their prospect film drops. Instagram, we're almost at 500 followers for Instagram. So please, if you're not following the Instagram, get on that. Everything is BB University WNC. That's our username for all of our Facebook, our X, our Instagram, and our YouTube.
Well, head to the 5th, brought to you by Nova Pitching Performance. A little bit about Nova Pitching Performance, headed up by Anthony Payne. You want to take your pitching and athletic performance to the next level, visit Coach Payne. He's worked with several pitchers, Western North Carolina pitchers,
to help them make
major jumps in their physicality, velocity, and overall athletic performance.
Number 22,
New
Caden
school
Duckworth.
data, old school grit. Get with Coach Payne and over pitching performance ASAP.
First batter up for the Red Tornadoes, number 9, Maddox McCree.
McCree up. They got a new pitcher in for the Mustangs. Who is this? This is number 22, Taden Dawkins, left-handed pitcher, junior, 6', 160. Ryan's getting some readings on him with the gun. Throwing that little sweeper slider into the back foot there. 2-0 count to start for McCray. See the pitcher can help himself out here. Top of the 5th. Ooh, I don't know about that call, Mr. Umpire. McCray definitely had to step out, and he is covering the line, so. That's a drive. Oh, what a catch there at second base by.
Great catch by the second baseman for the first out of the inning.
fun read.
Brings up number 4.
80 steady on the new
Turner.
arm. That ball off the bat said 95 though on the radar gun.
Is
So
that Tompkins? What a catch by Tompkins over there. Second, get the first out of the inning.
So the LO4. And who's our new pitcher here? What number we got on this young man?
Taden Dawkins, number 22.
Okay, Taden Dawkins Jr. He's 80 steady. Every fastball hit 80-80. Curveball was 71. It's a good little mix here after the pulling the senior. I don't know what his pitch count was, but Taden Dawkins. Nice. So left-hand pitcher, 80 steady. I mean, there's always room for that in college. I'll tell you what. This will be an arm they can develop. So what's the final line on Davis? Davis goes 4 innings. Gives up 0 runs.
2 hits.
On 2 hits? Yeah, he left the double to Everman. Yeah, same kid. So 2 hits. 1, 2, 3 Ks on the evening. No walks. Yeah, great line for Davis. So never really got any good velo readings on him. So we'll just say he did well. Oh, hits him right in the back. So line drive to second base for a quick out, and then a hit by the pitch. Holder, talented catcher, heads on down to first base to see if he has a courtesy runner.
Number 2, Maddox Bumgarner.
Does the catcher get a courtesy runner? Not yet. They're going to make him run. Well, good chance here for the Red Tornadoes to maybe start a quick rally here down 2-0. This is only their third base runner of the game. The other 2 were Wyatt Everman on his base hits. Yeah, Bumgarner, Turner, and Medley here to try to turn the lineup over. Third baseman about even with the bag. There's a pickoff attempt over at first base. So not 100% sure of what Dawkins' college intentions are. Was a junior throwing 80 steady on the bump. You know, that's definitely a guy to keep an eye on, put a little flag on. I will say this. Maybe you can pick up on this. What is Dawkins doing different than the other 2 pitchers?
On the grass.
Touching the grass.
Touching the grass.
Yep. Got an issue with that. As a pitching coach, I'd be, nope, get off. You're not allowed to touch the grass. You can tell. Kind of the pace of the game has slowed down a little bit. Again,
slowed down.
Not trying to dog the kid. Everyone's got their style. But Coach Mateel going to go out and probably tell him, hey, stay on the grass. Because, again, one good pitch away from getting out of this inning, too. How's that North Carolina score looking there?
Don't want to talk about it.
Is it not looking good?
Nah. My Duke fan actually has called me right now. He's on the road. He's listening to it, so it must have just went to the half, and I'm behind on the stream. But Blue Devils up 45-24 about enter halftime, so it's tough. But, hey, it's been a chippy game. I'll be honest, like I'm a realist. I'm a diehard Carolina fan, but I'm a realist. We had no shot today.
Okay.
I don't care that Cooper Flag got injured. I don't care that the other Marvin got injured. Like, we had no shot today, so it's fine.
Well, hopefully some more of the conference games around the high school league are more competitive. We got any updates on Max Preps?
Have to go grab
Very
some.
interested in that Tuscola North Henderson score up the mountain. Tuscola is one of my favorite teams this year to go far in the playoffs. I'm pretty high on them. You know, outside of TC Robertson, East Rutherford, they're probably the next one up in the mountain schools to get ready to make a good run. We'll probably be redoing our foothill and mountain areas next year when they redo these conferences. We plan on covering a couple new schools through the conference alignment. A lot of those foothill teams like RS, East Rutherford, Chase, they're going to join up with more foothill teams, so they probably won't be considered a mountain conference next year. it's kind of funny pulling ER and RS and East Rutherford into that mountain discussion. Pop fly off the end of the bat here. Outfielder's going to converge. It's Brotherton that comes in and makes the play in left field.
Runner flies out to left field for out number 2.
Let's see. Kreiskel losing to IMG Gray 3-2.
Is that the
Now
final
batting
score?
number 10, Addison Turner.
Kreiskel off to a tough start this year, but it's a tough schedule too. It's a talented team. Someone's just going to have to step up.
Madison defeats Avery 11-0.
Yeah, it's expected. Madison's a Western Highlands team. Everybody in the Highlands started off pretty rough, but now they're in conference play. You'll kind of start getting an idea of who's the team to beat there. Drone 15-2 over Rosman. Rosman struggles. Irwin Asheville playing today. Still need a score there. Hayesville 8-1 over Andrews. Andrews improved for a small 1A team, but Hayesville's still probably the team to beat out there. Nice curveball there by Dawkins. So again, Dawkins a little slower pace than Ty Davis, but doing his job. He's got 2 outs. The hit by pitch batter Holder still on first base. Actually, they might have a pinch runner in there now. It's Ronan Nealon, I think, running at first base for the catcher with 2 outs now. So 1-2, big pitch here. Ball. Thought he had it. Started walking off towards that third base side. Mateel wants to know where it missed. Umpire said it missed. That's all you need to know. 2s all around here. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss.
Dropped it.
Tags him out.
Turner strikes out for out number 3.
So good inning by Dawkins. Start off a little tough with the hard line out, the HBP. 5th inning sponsor, Nova Baseball. I think a lot of our Western North Carolina youth are starting to pick up on Nova Baseball. I heard he had a couple players sign up this past week. Good players, too. So you guys are youth, high school, even college level. If you're trying to take that next step in your player development, you got to get with Coach Anthony Payne of Nova Pitching Performance. He's helped a lot of our Western North Carolina pitchers make huge jumps in their performance the last couple seasons. By infusing data, analytics, and biomechanics, Coach Payne is trying to help pitchers get the most out of their potential. If you're looking to make strides, get with Coach Payne ASAP. He offers in-house, and for those that are outside of the Asheville area, he does do remote training options as well. One of his main goals is to put you on a training regimen, give you the right exercises, the time management skills to become stronger, faster, more explosive. So you could be we're here in Denver, North Carolina. You could be a hypothetical high school player in Denver, Colorado, and be able to call Anthony Payne and get with him through Nova Pitching Performance. So,
attention, please. Now the mound for the.
Are we at gritty pitch?
Number 5.
We are at the gritty pitch. So
number 5, Wyatt Everman.
I think that was it right there.
That was a nice one.
Yeah, I was going to say Dawkins comes in, gets into a little trouble, gets the big K there of Turner to keep the pace going in the favor of East Lincoln, just not letting Hickory get any momentum. So who we got on the bump here? New arm?
Leading off the bottom of the 5th, number 7, Riker Wetzel.
Oh, Wyatt Everman in the pitch here. So McCree out. So first thing I'm noticing here with these 2 D1 caliber commits, pop fly into right field here, first out, is this is something to really pay attention to, but
now, batting number
2
1,
big-time
Matthew
arms,
Quintet.
both on pitch counts, out of this game, 2-0. It's close. I hate to say it, but this is a mountain game. Like,
they're going.
They're going. They're probably going to get 105 pitches out of them. I don't love that. Maybe it's a depth thing. We need more depth in the mountains, but just also more discipline on how we treat our arms, develop our arms. So, Everman in. Final line on McCree. 2 earned runs on the 2-run dinger. Gives up 3 hits total. Collects 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ks. Walks 2 as the 1-hit batter. So not a bad line. 3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. That home run was really the big noise. Here's a big swing. That ball is right into the glove of the center fielder, Mateel.
Going to take flies out deep to center for the second
Chapel.
out.
Sorry, switched my board.
Now to plate number 9,
Fun Tech
Brayton Brotherton.
puts a swing on it, but it's 2 quick outs.
Bob's Burgers in the chat. TC over Inca, 13-0.
Over Inca?
Yeah.
Inca's got a good team, man. I know they're really struggling with that Cam Crook injury and just kind of shifts everybody. You know, he was their main shortstop and just kind of shifts everybody out. They'll be there. You know, they got 2 really strong arms in Randall and Case at the top of their
Mountain Heritage beats 0-12 too.
Okay. Heritage is a team that's got to get rolling a little bit for a 1A. They got too much talent to be lingering.
And Dad just texted me 1-0 Tuscola, bottom 4, so a close one there.
And that's testament to North Henderson. They're just going to grind. They're not going to make it easy on Tuscola. Tuscola just had 2 shellackings of Franklin, 10 run them, get ahead 2-0 in the conference. North split with Smokey. Got to give hats off to Smokey, playing better, starting off 5-0. And right now, we got ourselves a nail-biter. This will be a great upset. Smokey and West Henderson tied at 2 apiece in the 5th inning. So West Henderson definitely down a little bit this year, but still a strong, again, thought I heard a foul tip there.
Yeah.
Did that hit the bat? Is he checking with the first base umpire before this is officially in a walk?
Brotherton was hit by the pitch.
Golly, I don't know.
Number 4, Brandon Washington.
So they're saying it's a hit by pitch.
Ford and High Britain 3-2.
Brotherton down
in
to
the
first
7th.
base.
So Ford might have won that game if they just haven't finished on max.
That'd be a big win for Ford after starting off 0-5, 0-6. High Britain's been playing a lot better too. So
yeah.
We'll see how that one ends. Can't always trust those max prep updates.
No, you never know who's doing it. That's all we got for now. Hopefully some late ones get in, but the pace of this game will be the first one finished.
Yep. So Everman got 2 quick outs for this, maybe a hit by pitch, they said. Bounces one here. Everman having a good game, 2 for 2 at the plate. Comes in relief here of McCree. Again, McCree went 4 innings, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So 4 innings for McCree. I said 3 originally. So 4 innings for McCree, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts.
Well, want to do another ad read for me?
Sure. CamWood Bats. We're going to have to start thinking about that CamWood Bats player of the game soon. I know Brotherton's got maybe a good chance with a 2-run dinger. CamWood Bats located in Haywood County, but they serve baseball and softball players all across the nation. Bats, trainers, tees, tutorials. You can get it all at www.camwoodbats.com. And remember, as part of our partnership with CamWood, use the coupon code BBUWNC for a 10% discount on all purchases through the website. And we'll be looking to start our CamWood Bats player of the game discussion here in another inning or so. In the meantime, it's 2-0, still anybody's ball game. Everman falls behind 3-0 here. First batter from the stretch this evening. Bounces one here, but it's ball 4 either way.
Washington draws the walk.
So hit by pitch and a walk.
That brings up number 16, Evan Mateel.
Man, after 2 quick outs, this isn't the position that Hickory wanted to find themselves in with another, offering another runner in scoring position. Mateel comes up with a big hit here that's going to give them the insurance run to feel a little more comfortable heading into the top of the 6th. Mateel, 0 for 1. He walked in the 2nd before he was thrown out trying to steal by Holder. Walk behind home plate real quick here and get a read on Everman.
This is the final out of the inning at second base as we head into the 6th there.
That was a big pitch.
He'll round out to second base for the Force for out number 3.
Well, 16 sponsor, House of Power, Sheldon Reed over there, House Power in Mills River. If you're a baseball or softball player in the West North Carolina area and you want to improve your skills, Trey Like the Best, go check them out. Offering a whole bunch of things over there at their facility, conveniently located in Mills River. Check them out at their website. their Facebook, X, Instagram, email, website, and phone number all on your screen. So appreciate House Power and Sheldon Reed for being our 6th inning sponsor.
Taden Dawkins out for another inning of work. Again, lefty got himself out of some early trouble there in that 5th after the line out. Hit by pitch. A big old gritty K of Turner there. So now we got 9-1-2 with Medley, Chappelle, and Young. Hickory's got to find the bats. You know, they only got 2 hits on the scorecard, and both are by Everman. I went out to try to get a velo read on Everman through a curveball. So I like Everman, though. You know what I mean? I think he's a versatile ball player. Gotta love that left-handed swing. He's hit the ball really hard twice tonight. This Hickory team's got a chance to be good for a couple years with all these young men in the lineup. You know, very underclass-driven team. It's a good year for East Lincoln with a lot of the senior leadership. I like what I'm seeing from both teams. Clean game. I don't think, have we seen any errors yet?
I don't think so.
I'll say we had a couple throws off the bag, but they were kind of, you know, tough bang-bang infield hit type plays. Nice throw down there by Scott, the catcher. Again, the senior, he's looking for a place to play. So college coaches, I know he's having a tough day behind the plate, but
starting off the top of the 6th inning for the Red Tornadoes, number 12, Dorian Medley.
Looks strong overall. He's receiving a good game. He's throwing a runner out. I don't think anybody's stolen on him. It's been quiet on the bases after both catchers have gone down.
That hasn't happened to me in so long, and that finally happened.
So that one went right back in the net near where we're sitting.
I want to see that replay on here, because if you look at us
pretty
down
close
at the bottom, what's that foul ball? Let's see if I can get a replay on that here.
So top
There's
6 here,
one.
and Medley sent 2 right back in the net here near us. He falls behind 0-2.
Oh, yeah, you can see us jump there down near the Baseball University logo. That's so funny.
Swing and another foul. So 3 swings, 3 fouls for Medley. 0-2 count. Again, Dawkins in his 2nd inning of work here. Scoreless 5th inning.
Well, if this game is slow down a little bit, I can tell you some history about these schools, but we are moving at lightning fast pace.
Oh!
Hey, they were not expecting that.
4 or 5 balls in a row.
After fouling off 3 straight on the first base side, the third base home Mustangs were not expecting that to come to their dugout.
Right side,
Straight
right
up
side.
Pulled it. Well, that shows you. If that's an off-speed pitch,
it
that
looks
makes
like
a
everybody's
lot of sense.
okay, but my golly. I'll tell you what, that was pretty close to hitting our camera up there, too.
Well, I had it on that camera angle. Oh, dude. Watch that. Watch
You
the
see
replay.
it come over? Oh, Lordy.
We got lucky there. That's a cool. I'm glad that angle was on the broadcast.
Oh, my.
That was cool. That was
y'all
really,
folks could see firsthand how baseball can be a dangerous sport.
Up.
So another 2-strike pitch. Good AB by Medley. 2-2. Seeing a lot of pitches. Kind of slowing the pace down a little bit. Again, Hickory's got to find a way to steal back the momentum. This might be a good chance for him to do it here if Medley can find a way on. Ball low. Good take. Full count. So after going 0-2 and staying 0-2, Medley has worked it back to a full count. This is a great AB if he can find a way on here. Medley's been playing a good right field this evening, too, tracking down a few fly balls out there. Great.
What a way to work that. From 0-2, multiple foul balls.
Really
that is a quab if I've ever seen it.
Number 14,
Ellis. Probably my favorite AB of the game so far there.
Yeah, that's a gritty AB of the game. We need a gritty AB of the game, too.
Yeah, so Medley takes a key walk. He's been having a good defensive game out in the outfield, too. Brings Chappelle. I didn't hear it. What's the PA announcer?
I think it's Chappelle.
Chappelle takes another one up here. So all of a sudden, Dawkins losing the zone.
Well, the Hickory Red Tornadoes having former MLB player Jeff Barkley in 84-85 played for the Indians. I was way back, probably in Hickory back in the late 70s. But they're also home to...
Ooh, ground ball, double play chance. Oh, and it's going to be booted by Tompkins. Medley can't move up. Good job by the right fielder being right behind him to back it up. So it's going to be
right back
E4. This is the first real
Ball
rally
reaches on E4
of the evening for Hickory. I'll say this is just a very, this is a thriving area for years and years and decades, so it doesn't surprise me.
A lot of athletics, a lot of Hickory known for alma mater of Rick Barnes, Tennessee head men's basketball coach. Coached at Texas
number
in the
6,
past.
J.B. Young.
Rematch against his former team today. Beat him in the tournament. Texting about some basketball today with my friends, and that came up. And very interesting to find out that he went to school at Hickory along with JT Poston, PGA professional golfer.
Now, I think I heard before the game, was he saying that Coach Beck of Western Carolina, his wife graduated from here, or he graduated from here?
I think he graduated from here at East Lincoln.
Oh, can't get the bunt down. We were talking about that earlier this week. Western North Carolina, we got to get the bunt down.
Well, Hickory alum JT Poston, actually, he's the Western Carolina alum, played golf for
PGA
the Catamounts and a PGA guy. Yeah. So many connections down here in the foothills to the mountains that people just don't know about, and they don't do their research. So it's very fun to see. That's
hard ground ball. Yep. So Young here in an 0-2 AB, but putting some decent swings on it. JB Young, definitely a 27 name to know in the 2-hole this evening, playing second base. Also a catcher. Versatile. Again, this Hickory Red Tornadoes team's young. They're going to be good for a while. Big K there by Dockin. Needed that.
Young strikes out for out number 1.
So after the first 2 base runners make it via the walk and the error, Dawkins picks up a big K of Young. That's going to bring up Hickory's hottest hitter of the night, Wyatt Everman. He's 2 for 2 with a double and a single before he was also gunned down on the base pass there earlier in the 4th inning trying to steal. Wyatt currently the pitcher for Hickory in this game. Nice first pitch by Dawkins. Curveball, lefty on lefty. It's not a pitch you typically want to come out swinging on. So Everman, simple setup, good balance in the swing. Quiet hands. Takes strike 2 there. So Hickory trying not to squander their best scoring opportunity of the evening here after getting the first 2 runners on. The Young strikeout. Yeah, Everman here in a 1-2 count. Say the error by Tompkins in this game, in this inning, was the first one of the game. So clean game for the most part. So runners take their leads. Nice fight by Everman. Keeps his hands back on a curveball and fouls it off. Doesn't look comfortable yet, so he's going to have to shorten up here. So you can tell he's struggling a little bit on the lefty-lefty here. This is where you just got to get a good foundation, be short to the baseball. Don't try to do too much to stay on plane. Say Chappelle at first, got to be somewhat careful, can't take a huge lead. The first baseman's lingering close enough to the bag that with a lefty on the mound, you got to be careful of someone shooting back over and picking you off. Good take, 2-2. So Everman's hit the ball extremely hard in both his ABs. I'd say those are definitely 90-plus exit velo hits. Doesn't necessarily need to do that here, just needs to stay behind the ball. Good take. So he might have wanted to check on the appeal. I don't think he went, but close enough of a game to point up maybe. So Dockin getting ahead, but then working 3-2 counts on 2 or 3 batters in this inning. Having a little trouble putting them away. Swing and a miss. It was the off speed. Had Everman out on the front foot. Just let the hands go.
Everman strikes out for the second out in the inning. It brings up number 8, Tayshawn Scott.
Man, so hats off to Dockin to making it interesting each time, but being able to follow through. Oh, pitch and change coming. Mateel trying to think things through a little bit, gets the lefty, and now with the 4-hitter Scott coming up, They're going to switch arms here, a little strategic baseball.
Well, let's talk about our home and away team sponsor tonight, Wycott Realtors Team Metro. Tell you a little bit about Mr. Sean Gamber over there. Well, first off, they're sponsoring our home and away team, so they're sponsoring the time that Baseball University puts towards marketing this game to coaches, pregame, and editing and posting highlights for the home team, the East Lincoln Mustangs, and the away team, the Hickory Red Tornadoes. Prospects and recruiting and scouting content on social media for coaches pre and post game. Thank you to Wycott Realtors, Sean Yamber, for being our home and away team sponsor. If you're looking to buy or sell a residential home, commercial property, or land, give Sean Yamber a call. Sean Yamber at Wycott Realtors Team Metro services the Unifor and the surrounding counties of the Catawba Valley. As an accredited buyer's representative, relocation specialist, and short sale foreclosure resource, he helps his clients do all kinds of transactions. In 2024, Sean was a multi-million-dollar producing agent that brokered many deals with his clients. Sean works with lenders that can help clients qualify for the dream home and make the real estate deal easy. Stay local, buy local, and invest local. Sean Yamber is your trusted local real estate expert.
So the new pitcher here is Cooper Royster, the junior. Big body, 6'2", 185.
Attention, please, now the mound for the Mustangs.
Both
24,
base runners belong to Dockin.
24, Cooper Royster.
But for the moment, his line is 1 2/3.
For the Red Tornadoes,
0 runs, 0
Scott.
hits, 1 walk, 3 Ks. So nice work by Dockin. We'll see if Royster can hold this lead for East Lincoln. Scott up. He's 0 for 2. And he's going to hit one high in the air down the right field line. Technically foul, but caught for the third out. So one pitch.
Scott flies out to right field for out number 3.
So one pitch for Royster. And we'll see if he comes back out for the 7th.
Well, thank you to the 16 sponsor, House of Power. Are you looking to take your game to the next level? House of Power is a baseball softball facility located in Mills River, North Carolina. If you're a baseball or softball player in the western North Carolina area who wants to improve their skills and train like the best, check them out. House of Power, founded by former Clemson Tiger and professional baseball player Sheldon Reed, offering one-on-one lessons for hitting, pitching, and catching, strength and conditioning programs to develop explosive power, facility memberships you can train on your own schedule, and cage rentals for individuals and teams. Conveniently located in Mills River, North Carolina. Check them out online at houseofpower.com or HOPHendersonville.com to learn more. That is HOPHendersonville.com. As a part of our partnership with House of Power, we make sure to use the coupon code BBU WNC for a 25% discount on your first lesson. House of Power, sponsor of Big Swing of the Game as well. Ryan, who you got so far? I think it's pretty obvious.
Our Brotherton, Braden Brotherton.
What'd you make that call? Oh, Brotherton.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Starting off the bottom half of the 6th inning, number 10, Dylan Scott.
Got a good chance to put himself in line for this CamWood Bats player of the game, too. Here's Dylan Scott, the catcher, senior, still looking for a home. Had a great game behind the plate this evening. Struggling at the plate a little bit, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, but we'll see if he can change his fate here in the 6th. Try to sneak out here and get some readings on Wyatt Everman velo here, too. Let him get through one batter here.
Let's see.
So 1-1 count. Again, Hickory just can't seem to get that one little rally going to get back in this game. Again, East Lincoln not necessarily rallying much today either outside of the 2-run home run in the 3rd inning. Everman's up quick here, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. He worked a scoreless 5th. This is his 2nd inning of work. Curveball, bounces it in front of the home plate, 2-2. So you can tell both these teams they probably see a lot of good velo, a lot of good stuff playing down in these conferences, a lot of mid-80s to 90-mile-per-hour arms. This is outside, so 3-2 count here. And these are those precious outs that you got to get at the end of the game. Try to keep a game close here. Very clean game overall. Everman's going to want to try to get this ball in the zone here to keep this game moving. Fouls it back into the net. Nice job by Scott to force some more pitches. It just kind of feels like it's a battle of just wearing the other opponent down. You know what I mean? Just good, clean baseball on both sides, and it's like who's gonna last the longest in this showdown. Nice location there, gets the K looking. I'm gonna walk away for a second, see if I can get a radar gun.
On strike 3 on Scott for the first out in the inning. Now batting number 19, Brody Hager.
Number 13, unless he's got the different jersey on from the Max Preps roster. Hager, the senior, takes strike 1. 5'11", 190. You like these dirt on these uniforms, wearing all whites today. The Mustangs are, and you can tell Brody's been making some plays in the field, being aggressive on the base pass. Love to see a dirt-covered jersey after a game. It means you left it all out on the field. Spent many nights with my father, Coach King, in the laundry room, cleaning up jerseys at North Henderson. 1-2 count. Everman looking to get the strikeout. Oh, hits him on his knee, and Brody doesn't even flinch. He just takes his base.
Hager was hit by the pitch.
That gives our 1-out base runner for...
Now batting number 14, Miles Welch.
Mr. Welch, senior as well. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Foul ball back, strike 2. Where's Cook at? Oh, he's right there, okay. Here's the pitch. Ball low, catcher corrals it, keeps the runner at bay over at first. A good spot trying to get him to chase an 0-2 count. Wyatt, the sophomore, youngin' on the mound here. A few years left of high school, still. A few years and 9 weeks, I should say. Runner goes. The throw's just late on the off speed, but he'll take the strikeout for the second out of the inning.
Strikes out for the second out of the inning. Now batting number 3, Aiden Tompkins.
Now, Hager, he got him from a walk, right?
No, hit by pitch on the knee.
That's right. Yep.
Brody Hager hit by a pitch.
Okay. Fastball 75 to 78. Curveball came about 67, 69.
Brody danced around up there at second.
He's got good stuff. Got a little tail on it. Obviously not the velo you're seeing from McCree earlier in the game, but he's doing a fine job right now with his mix. He just needs to keep. He need to keep Hager at second base. So it was a good stolen base. He had to have a good jump on that.
Runner goes.
Is he going to try it again? Ooh! Golly, you hate to see it that way because that throw was like, I mean, it was going to have to be a quick pick, but it wasn't an awful throw. I mean, hats off to Hager for just making it tough on everybody. But so 2 stolen bases, and I guess we'll call it the E2. That brings him home. Oh, you hate to see it in a close game like that. It wasn't a bad throw. It really wasn't. It was going to have to be one of those pick-bang plays. That's unfortunate. Up and in there.
That's another insurance run for this close ball game. Baseball down here just moves differently.
Yeah.
Just very quick, very just high-paced environment.
Dawkins draws the wall.
That's going to bring number 9 hitter Riker Wenzel to the plate. Wait, we got a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Harper Henson, the junior, for hitting for Wenzel. Henson wearing number 6. We'll see if he stays in the game or if Wenzel subs back in for him.
7 will re-enter, you just said.
Okay, so Wenzel will be back
Now
in this game at shortstop in the last
6, Harper Henson.
the top of the 7th. And again, with one runner on here, Everman just needs to focus on filling it up. His guys have played pretty clean behind him. That error by, I guess is that Darrow or Holder? Yeah, Darrow Holder. Not a bad error. You know what I mean? It has to go in as need to, but I mean, it was still a competitive throw, competitive play. So 1 error apiece. It's been clean, been efficient. Got a little breeze starting there. You can see the American flag out there blowing left to right.
Let's talk about Alec Burleson, East Lincoln Mustang graduate, playing for the St. Louis Cardinals. He's one of the few alumni I found. Chaz Surratt and Sage Surratt both went here, UNC football players. Sage actually transferring to Lincolnton before going on to play for the Tar Heels. So good athletics here. We drove by the football field, softball field, track, everything. So good little facility down here in Denver.
Well, you can tell that they planned it out, like where they wanted everything. They kind of, where's the football field lie? Where's the baseball field lie? There's a lot of mountain schools where we don't have the same acreage and things got to be tucked into certain places, or you got to travel halfway across the town to your home field. And that's okay as long as, I feel like we just need boosters, more booster programs to help bump up some of our programs. Here's a pop fly in the center field. Let's see if it's going to fall. Chapel in, makes the catch for the 3rd out. So the pinch hitter, Henson, no damage, and we're going to head to the top of the 7th, and this is going to be the Hickory Red Tornadoes' last opportunity to come back from a 3-0 deficit.
Well, again, let's mention our travel sponsor, Ion Outdoors, helping Baseball University with the travel expenses we encountered throughout the spring, including gas,
schedule note coming up
and
this coming Tuesday
cases,
here at the Corral. We'll welcome the folks from Pumpkin Center over here for a big tilt Tuesday night here at the Corral. Then we'll go over there to their place on Friday. We'll have a big crowd here to cheer on your Mustangs next Tuesday night here at East Lincoln.
Yeah, Ion Outdoors travel sponsor. Spring is right around the corner. Now is the time to make your dreams of a pool or a new outdoor living space or a spa a reality. Get ready for summer with Ion Outdoors, serving the greater Charlotte area. Ion Outdoors specializing in pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, and all things outdoor living, including spas. Visit our website at ionoutdoors.com to learn more. Mention this ad and receive $500 off any project, especially spas. ionoutdoors.com. Go get you a spa.
Pool life is great, man. I remember we rented a house back in my 20s with some friends, and it had a pool. It was hard upkeep, but, man, that'd make for a good summer, especially when I was teaching at the time. Well, 7th inning sponsor, State Farm Chad McMahon. We appreciate you. Just like your favorite baseball team, State Farm is here to help you knock it out of the park with great insurance coverage from home, auto, life, or health. They got the right coverage to protect you and protect what matters most to you. So thank you, Chad McMahon, State Farm Insurance.
Who is this guy? Is this the same picture?
He got the final out. This is Royster. He got the final out of the 6th inning. Cooper Royster, Jr. So they're throwing with a little heat.
I can tell you one thing about East Lincoln over here. They got good music over the PA system. I love it. A lot of good country music and classic rock playing.
Dang, Royster coming in, going right at everybody here. So this is McCree hitting. He was the starting pitcher for Hickory. Royster in now, and closer opportunity going for the save. And he's going to get a strikeout here. Go see if I can get a fastball read on him.
Now coming to the plate, number 4, Darrow Holder.
Daryl Holder coming to the plate for the Hickory Red Tornadoes. Down to 2 outs remaining here in the top of the 7th, seeing if they can muster a 3-run comeback to try to extend this game or not. He did not, says the first base umpire. 1-0 count to start the AB for Holder. Swings through it, strike 1, excuse me, 1-1 count. So used to getting into 0-2 counts here by the Mustang pitchers. A great night for them. No runs, 2 hits, only 1 error. Ball up.
$79.80 on the gun. Got a little bit of heat, big body, kind of heavy ball. So some good arms throughout the evening here. Say pitch counts have stayed down too, you know.
Yeah, definitely using 3 pitchers here in this game.
I feel like there's more velo in this frame. You know, this is a kid I wouldn't be surprised to see up to 83, 84 on an evening. You can see that he needs to add a little more muscle to the frame, but if he wants to pitch to the next level, looks like a body that can work into a guy. So after the leadoff strikeout of McCree, he's got a 2-2 count here on the catcher Holder. Holder's had a good game behind the plate as well. Good playoff environments. What Coach Mathiel was talking about earlier this week when we spoke. He just said all these teams, they all have kind of that, hard ground ball into the hands of Young. Throws it over to first. It's 2 outs.
4-3, put out on Holder.
But he said any given night, it's a ball game like you saw the Ford score.
Yeah, batting number 2, Maddox Bumgarner.
You know, North Iredell off to a great start this year. They beat Alexander Central out of conference the other day before taking 2 against West Iredell. You know, St. Stephen's is going to be there. North Lincoln will be there, even though they start off 1-5 or whatever it was. Well, Bumgarner. Maddox Bumgarner might be the last hope here for Hickory to extend this game. Good job by Royster to come in and just fill up the zone. There's a swing and a drive, and that ball is going to hang up there for the left fielder, Fisher. He's going to haul it in, and that is out number 3.
Out to left field for out number 3, and that is the ball game.
Well, Hunter, that was the quickest game of the year.
Yes,
it was fast.
An hour, 38 minutes.
Fans, be sure you get back over here Tuesday night for a big game against North Lincoln Knights.
I mean, by far the fastest game. This game was quicker than our drive down.
Yes, it was.
We spent more time in the car.
Driving down.
I mean, hats off to the pitchers tonight. Yes, 79-81. Yep. Oh, no problem. So, again, big night here, you know, for the pitchers. McCree goes 4 innings. I guess before we get into the stats, we got to thank Chad McMahon real quick.
You got to give him his due diligence. You go ahead and get that
Poor guy. You know, we've had a couple 6-run or 6-inning games. So, anyway, Chad McMahon, proud sponsor of Baseball University. We appreciate you. Give Chad McMahon a call or send him a text at 828-452-0567. You can also stop by his office in Waynesville, Haywood County. And working together with you, they'll make sure that you have customized protection tailored to your individual needs and world-class local service. Chad McMahon State Farm, here to help life go right.
Yes, sir. Well, we are going to head into the Meineke post-game. Meineke is pregame, postgame sponsor of Baseball University of the Blue Ridges, Western North Carolina Scout Streaming Series. With numerous locations in the WNC region, there's no better spot to get your vehicle seen and serviced, whether it's an oil change, brakes, mufflers, tires, wheels, AC, you name it. Meineke is doing car care right in WNC. Yeah, that was extremely quick, just like the game.
I mean, I'm looking through the box score right now. You know, Fun Tech, the Wake Tech grad, he goes 1 for 3 with a run scored. Brotherton with the big swing of the game, 1 for 2 with the 2-run homer, also reached on a hit by pitch. Washington, 1 for 2 with a loud double and a walk. Again, he's a junior. You got to keep an eye on. Evan Mateel, 0 for 2. Good game of center field. The catcher, Scott, had the old golden sombrero with hitting today. Didn't love his offensive side. I'm sure he's going to be thinking about it. But defensively, he did a great job. He caught up a no-hitter, or not a no-hitter, a shutout. So great job behind the plate for Scott. And then throughout the bottom of the lineup, that was it for hits. You had Hager score a run there after getting hit by the pitch and stealing 2 bases, coming in on the throwing error by the catcher. Again, McCree works 4 innings. Everman goes 2 innings. I think Everman only gave up. That run was unearned, so Everman gives up 0 hits in 1 unearned run, strikes out 2. So admirable day for him. And Everman did great at the plate, too, 2 for 3. Loud double, hard single. I think he collected the only 2 hits in the entire game for Hickory. And, hats off the medley there with the great AB drawing the walk at the end to try to start a rally in the 6th. Pitching-wise, Ty Davis, great job. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 0 earned runs, 3 Ks. Dockin comes in, 1 2/3, 0 hits, 3 Ks. And then Royster with 1 1/3 to earn the save. Picks up 1 K there, no hits given up, so he gets the save. Davis gets the W. Coach Mateel, we appreciate you. Hey, we're going to be out in a second. Brotherton is our player of the game, so we're going to come out. Make sure he don't get, keep him in uniform. Sorry, just give Mateel a heads up. So again, pitcher's duel.
Yeah.
The keys of the game, if you go back and look at it, it was all about staying big with your big arms.
Yeah.
So. All right, on our way out here, it's time to announce the CamWood Bats player of the game. It is our old brother, where art thou, Braden Brotherton, with the 2-run homer, which was the difference maker, hitting it off of a D1 arm.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, CamWood Bats, as always, for being our headline sponsor. For y'all that are listening, CamWood Bats is located in Haywood County, but serves baseball and softball players across the nation. Head on over to CamWoodBats.com and remember to use the coupon code BBUWNC for a 10% discount on all purchases through their website. Wow, I felt like you just couldn't catch up with the game tonight.
Yeah.
It was fast-paced. Hats off to the pitchers, staying on the dirt, getting the ball and throwing. We saw 2 very professional arms throwing in McCree and Davis.
Mm-hmm.
The respectively the NC State and the High Point commit. Hopefully graduating one day.
Hopefully. Yeah.
But again, we're going to walk out right now and give this CamWood Bats to, again, let me make sure I got the name right one more time. It's our boy Braden Brotherton.
Well, that's it for this evening's game. Baseball University of the West North Carolina Scout Streaming Series. Thank you again to our sponsors, Meineke, Bloom Patch Farms, Hail Tech Solutions, American Legion Post 70, Hauling Solutions and Grading, Nova Pitching Performance, House of Power, Chad McMahon, State Farm Insurance, and of course, CamWood Bats. Thank you again for tuning in, and catch our next broadcast on Tuesday, 7 o'clock, 6:30 pregame. South Point at Stuart Kramer. South Point 5-3, 1-0 entering today. Stuart Kramer 4-2, 2-0. As always, for the West North Carolina coaches or any coaches tuning in, feel free to hit up Coach Cook for any questions about the prospects.
Yeah, I know it's Friday, everybody's playing, so some of y'all gonna be watching the replay, but
yeah,
y'all definitely gonna want to check in on these arms that threw tonight.
Yeah, last thing before we leave, want to help support Baseball University of the Blue Ridge. Visit our Patreon at www.patreon.com/@BBUniversityWNC. The more financial support we can receive, the more coverage of West North Carolina baseball we can bring you, including the College Tour Series, West North Carolina High School Scout and Streaming Series, Legion coverage, weekly media content, highlight films, and more. Choose which tier is right for you at www.patreon.com/BBUniversityWNC. And stay connected to Baseball University across all platforms. Like and subscribe on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@BBUniversityWNC. Like us on Facebook at Baseball University of the Blue Ridge, and follow us on X and Instagram at BBUniversityWNC. Check out our website, www.baseballu.org.
And now we're going to drive home at a rate that was still slower than this game. How fast
this entire broadcast is only 15 minutes over our drive. So big thank you to